Okay. Mm. Here's the this thing. Here's the question we are given. So I've copied it over to my chat here. So I want to show us how I was able to design the UI. Like I said before, we are going to do the UI. Then after the UI, we'll from there I want to show you how to actually export the UI and you develop everything. You get how I get to plan and develop the app. Yes. So the question I've pasted the question in my chat here. I'm using Claude to list out the screens and everything. So what I do is first of all I'll be like list the screens of this app. So it's as it's listing the screens now. Then we need a system design that we're going to use to you know design the app. What is system design? So the system design comprises of the fonts, the color, the icons, typography, and everything that we're going to use to actually design the app. So first of all, you will design the UI, then you plan the logic, write the logic before you start decoding. So that's listed the screens. And so what I do is I'll go to Pinterest and look for them designs. So I can search for mobile app them design. Yes. So I'll look for ones I like that I can actually tailor it what I'm working with. Yeah, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so first of all, I will look for a system design I can actually use from there, generate a new system design for the app. Okay, okay, that I've seen one system design. So you can see it's called style guide, or you can call it a system design. It comprises of typography, color palettes, components library, and fonts and shapes. So it's what we are going to use to actually make our designs to be very nice. What I'll do is I will download, I'll copy the image and take it to my charts. So I can be like them. Write a prompt for designing things. Starting screen one. Starting from screen one. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to generate the prompts that I'm going to use to design the screens, that's the mobile app. What we are doing now is the design. We are not doing the developing yet. We are still on the design side, and we're going to use Google Stitch to actually do that design now. We're going to use Google Stitch now to design mobile app by then we can now export it and use it to develop mobile app. Here I will just search for Google, search for Google. This is here now. Google Stitch Stitch design with AI by Google. So you can see here we have first design, which is the splash screen. Design a mobile splash screen for magazine app called Daily News Hub. Typography, Poppins fonts, app name in tagline and regular. I'm going to copy that, but first before I copy that, this is the interface of Google Stitch. Or you can use it to design for web. Also use it to design for mobile app. So here I'm going to select for mobile app. Then the model, that is the model we're going to use. I will change it from Flash thinking with 3.1 Pro terminal. Okay, then I will done. I will paste that our theme design that I downloaded. I'll paste it here first. After pasting it here, I will copy this prompt from here now. Design here now. I'll copy this and go back to paste it. Make sure that mobile app is selected and the model is on 3.1 Pro. Okay, then I will send. This is the process I used to, actually design of that our project now. I used get me. Please, if you are lost or you're not understanding what I'm saying, you can ask your question or you can call my attention. Then I can be able to where you are lost and then explain it more better for you. If you're lost, please call my attention where you don't understand. Because as you're not talking to me, and I don't know when you're lost. I don't know when you're listening, when you're hearing me. So is if you are reacting to the chat or you're typing your comments, I will not know that you're understanding or you're with me. You get. So it's generating our splash screen mobile app. Okay, okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, so the splash screen is done, but I don't like the work. I don't like the result here. That this is how you're going to be going front and back your AI when you're designing your UI. Most of the times it make mistake, and it's you that can be able to detect the mistake and be able to correct it and point it to the right direction, correct those. Now, for example, now this splash screen now, I don't like as how logo and the name are at the top. So I want it to be at the center of the screen and not at the top of the screen. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select screen, click on it and select the screen. Look at my chatting section here. The screen has been selected, splash screen. So I can now be able to make correction. I can annotate it in this pencil icon. So let me just type it instead of annotating. Let me just type out the corrections. So since I already know what it is, so I can be like correct correct the logo and test slash star screen top. Okay. So when I send it now, it's going to correct this error now so that this logo and text here will be at the center and not at the top of the screen. You get. So while the correction is going on, I will still go over to my Claude and tell it to write the prompt for the next screen. You have like 7 screens here. You have the splash screen, screens, news categories, news details, start screen, mark article, and set dash profile. So the next screen now we want to get the prompt for or the write up for now is screen now. Okay. Write write the prompt and and let the design consist consistent out as that one is coming up. Oh, I don't like this. Why is this in errors? Okay, design the mobile home screen for the news magazine app called Daily App. Daily News App. Screen is the main landing after the splash screen. Typography out section code, article titles, meta info, auto, name, category, and regular article. This is talking about how this home screen is going to test the font size, the fonts, tuning of the text, the cards, and everything that is in it. So bottom navigation, white background, subtle top shadow, port tab, home, cover, mark and profile. It's going to be our phone navigation, app navigation. That's going to be at the bottom side of the screen. All right. So here we have the second version of our splash screen, more better than the first one that we got. What I'm going to do is going to continue. This one is much better. So I can still go further to change some things and make it more perfect, but for a splash screen. Get the next screen now we want to work on is screen. So I'll copy the text for I've already just copied it up to this. So what we are doing now, we are just trying to design the UI, so how the app is going to look like. We have not yet started the yes, we have not yet started the development. So this is the process we are going to go through until we design all the whole screens that we need. For example, this one now is very small, just 7 screens, very small. So that might be a time you are designing an app and it will have up to 30, 20, 40 screens. So you know it's going to take you a lot of time to actually. Then, if you don't want to design screens by yourself, you can excuse me, you can hire a UI UX designer actually design screens for you, and you know how much it's going to cost you. But if you know how to use Google Stitch to do this by yourself, then you can cut costs of those expenses you are going to spend in hiring a UI designer. You understand me? So that is why you have to also learn how to know and add all these AI into your work, into your skill sets. For example, this UI design, graphic design, and every other skill that you might have. Yes. So this is going to make you to deliver your work much more faster and much more reliable. As long as you know what you are doing. Yes. You have to take that your time and practice on how to use it. You understand? So we have our design here now. So here is the home screen design. If you look at this now, this design is already looking wonderful already. Looking wonderful already. A news app. Yet have our card carousels that will display trending. Then you also have the category section and the top news is going to also having going to moving in carousels too. Because if you look at here now, you see that you have like 3 points here. That this tells us that this particular section now, this cover page, is going to be moving in carousels. So at the top, we have our search, have daily news hub, name of our app. Then we have a hamburger menu here and contain a section of our main sub menus and other menus. So scrolling down here, you also have latest news, which is the news articles that we're going to be providing on our site. Then on the app navigation, we have home, we discover, mark and profile. This design is looking good already, so I don't need to change anything particular screen because this design is wonderful. Go ahead and work on the next screen. Just click on this, drag and pass this. Okay, I wanted to shift it. So the next screen you have, yeah, we have, and you have it. You have not seen it. We have it in the other version. The next screen is the news category cover. Yeah, is for this cover is for categories. That's the next screen we want to work on. So let's move next. So this is how you're going to be repeating the process until you are done science. Okay, okay, yeah, we have it over. We have it on in the app already. Copy this, paste it. Yeah, this part is difficult though. You say it's not difficult. It's difficult if you don't know how to do it. You understand? The building part is not should not even be your problem. Where should be your problem is logic. How do you want your users to be able to navigate your app or your software? At your logic, that's where the problem it should be. That is going to be your problem. Yeah, yeah, the designing and the developing is not much of a problem. It's just defining your business logic. That's where the problem lies. Okay, since you have gotten the concept of the UI the design, like the designs. So since you have gotten the concept, you can actually, you know, go on to other sections. This is the category screen. You can see things are just looking just the logic that you should be worried about, not even okay. Let's say we are done with all the designs. Let's say we are done with the design. Three. Just remaining like four more to. Let me not take much of our time aspect. Let's say we are done with this. We are done with the designs now. We can export the design. What I can do is I don't know why I'm moving the screen. Just get rid of it. So I will control A, select all of them, then click on export. So I'm going to export it as file. That is a file on export.